Hi, it's Jeff. This isn't going to be a review or anything like that. I'm just going to ruminate a little about my experience with my new modular rig here. Last February or so, February 2021, I decided to go on a modular journey where I would buy a new module a month. And so after a handful of months, I'd have something workable. After a year, I'd have an okay bare bones system, and after a couple of years I'd have something approaching cool. So um so I started that, and let's see, it was February. It's July now, so that means I have 39. Yeah, 39 modules. Yeah, so I got a little eager. Okay. So, yeah, no, for real, 39 modules right now. But as you see, I've only got a handful of them hooked up. I'll zoom in a little over there for the moment. Um, One of the problems, or probably actually the only remaining problem right now, is the case. There, I want to get these Behringer Skiff cases, and there are not a whole lot of them out there. So they've been slow to coming. I know there is a chip shortage, but guess what? There's no chips in these, so I don't know why they're not coming out too much. But in any event, I should have the last one. It's July. I won't have it probably till October. At least that's what I'm being told right now. But that's okay. I don't have a whole lot of time, and I probably won't have any time until at least September to really dig into this. But I wanted to get some of this up and running, see if it would work. It does. I'm pretty happy with it, actually. And so with my 39 modules at this point, I do exceed a Moog System 35. Not near the 55 level yet, although I've got a couple of things that may exceed the 55, more or less the oscillators. I'll do another video, go over all the oscillators I have. I just want to go over the bare bones setup here, and also make a few comments about my impressions so far. As I said, I'm pretty happy. There's a few interesting things to note. The first is about the skiffs itself. I know this is the Behringer skiff, and it's 104 HP. I know it's taken some heat because it's not as deep as the Moog skiff that's 104 HP, and it's maybe a half an inch to three-quarters of an inch shallower. I can suggest a possible reason. The form factor of the skiff itself, as you can see there, is exactly the same as the the tabletop analog synthesizer line that Behringer has put out, the Model D, the Neutron, the Pro 1, etc. They're all the same as this. I think the reason to have them all match is so they can all use the same product, which is this, the Eurorack stand, the 3-tier stand. So that fits all the models. So you can have your 70 HP models together. You can have your 80 HP, and you can have your this 104 HP skiff. Also have 3 of those going together, which is what I plan to do. As I mentioned, I don't have all of my skiffs yet. I actually, with what I've got, even the 3 tiers is not gonna fit it. I'm gonna need 4, and probably I'll expand to 5. I don't know if I'll stay with the System 55 things by then. I might. One of the things I'm thinking about doing is, if not, well, get either to the System 55 or even get to the maybe Keith Emerson Monster module rig or something along those lines. But I might branch off. I don't know. I haven't made any decisions. As I mentioned, I'm pretty happy with what I've got. Another note about the skiff and the CP1A power is that it's not what I expected. As you'll notice, I've got the power cord. This comes with 2. You can go They're both the same length. You can see it's now reaching all the way down. The last power plug is reaching all the way down, but that's because I had to put it there. With 104 wide, I was initially thinking that I would put this over here on the end and then just string everything down. However, when I did that, I found that this only reached to maybe about here. So maybe, 86 or 84 HP wide or so. 104 didn't do it. So you could put it in the middle. As I mentioned, you have two ribbons, and you could do it on either side. At this point in time, I just put that there. When I set this up permanently, I may change it. Who knows? Just an interesting thing that the ribbons don't stretch the whole 104. As I said, it might stretch to one of those 84 HP skiffs or racks, but it doesn't do the job with 104. So to go through what I have here right now, first of all, we've got the oscillator, the 921A and the 921B. Also have a 904A low-pass filter. Here's a CP1A, heretofore mentioned. Here's a double multi. This is the envelope generator 911. We have here the VA, the amp, and also we have a 961 interface. Now, if you're going to have an envelope, this specific envelope, the 911, you're going to want one of these, either that or you'll want to rig up something so this will work. See, this takes what they call an S trigger. Most envelope generators take V triggers. The difference is between S and V. Basically, an S is an invert of the V. So S off is on is off, vice versa with a V. It's a very simple circuit, the 961. It just switches them around. You don't necessarily need this. I've seen videos on people just modifying a chord and making it a converter from an S to a V, or a V to an S. So you don't necessarily need this. This comes with two. So if you have two envelope generators, you can very easily use each of them with one module, with one interface. So it's convenient. This also has, in addition to the V to the S converter, which is this lower section, it's got an S converter to a V, and it has a third thing, which I don't quite remember what it is right now. I'll put it underneath. Sorry about that. But I did want to mention about that. Having the interface is a lot more convenient than cutting up a cord, and I think you have to add a resistor or something, or a capacitor. It's doable, but this looks good. So that all being said, I'll run through a very brief audio demo and stick around over the next several months or more. I plan on making more videos, especially when I have more time, which will be a couple of months away. When I get this full rig back up, I'll be doing a lot of demos. So thanks a lot. We'll see you later.